Kevin Lerena did just enough in the clash against Riyad Mahrez last night at Empress Palace to earn the right to challenge Polish champion Louis Ruzanski for the WBC Bridgerweight World title. Lerena earned a unanimous points victory over the Belgian to take home the WBC Bridgerweight silver title. The judges scored the fight 118 to 110, 115 to 113, and 116 to 112 as the South African southpaw returned to winning ways after his defeat in the heavyweights by Daniel Dubois back in December. Kevin Two Guns Lerena joins us now to reflect on that fight. Kevin, I guess that black eye is a mark of what happened last night?
Yeah, most definitely. I actually got a thumb to the eye, I think, in the second or third round, and obviously it looks a bit worse today. But a bit of bumps and bruises, just grateful to get the victory and proud to do it for South Africa.
How important was this fight for you? The last time we spoke, you were heading in that fight against Dubois, and I mean, you had Dubois down 3 times in that fight, but was unfortunate to lose that. How important was this fight for you, and especially to get this win against Mahrez?
Very important, Quinn, going from one big fight into another, I could have obviously had a bit of an easier route in terms of getting a comeback fight to get the confidence up. So, going from one big fight into another big fight, the magnitude, obviously it was a little bit different, but the pressure was the same, and I'm just grateful to get the victory. Getting back to winning ways at a higher level is just the most important thing, and we did it last night, and, it's just testament to just never give up, just keep pushing forward, keep chipping away at the block of life.
I mean, this also was a different one in that you're fighting for a Bridgerweight, which is a weight when one could say between cruiser and heavyweight, as it were. I mean, is that the sign that maybe you're trying to find your balance? Because we know you as a cruiser, you went up to the heavyweights. Is this at least the weight that you're more comfortable at?
Yeah, it's definitely the weight that I'm more comfortable at in the sense of the weight that I walk around at. Having said that, too big for cruiserweight. Well, when I say too big, I struggle to make the weight. And technically in the modern era, too small for heavyweight. So I think this division is nice for me to establish myself again in the world, in a sense of, obviously I'm established in the boxing world and of who I am, and I had a shot at Dubois. But to get back to winning ways with some credibility and notoriety, to once again hopefully get an opportunity down the line to challenge for the heavyweight world title again. Because heavyweight is the glamour division. It's where the money's at. And I just think the most important thing was getting back to winning ways, and trying out this new division was just a step in the right direction again for my path, for my journey.
And what was it like fighting in that division, the Bridgerweight? Were you comfortable? Did you have to cut? Do you have to put on? I mean, what was the preparation like just to be in the right weight?
A very small cut, Quinn, a very small cut, like a 3-4 kilogram cut. So that is not even major at all. It's my natural weight, so it's almost like the weight that I train at is the weight that I fight at. It was different. I did feel bigger than my opponent still and stronger, and Riyad Mahrez is a big cruiserweight. That's why he's come up to Bridgerweight as well. But it was a little bit different compared to the big giants of heavyweight, like the Maurice Vachs that I fought, and then the Daniel Dubois. Those guys were really big guys, obviously a lot stronger in the sense of that heavyweight power. But, yeah, different. This is my first fight at Bridgerweight, so I can't say too much about the division, if that makes sense.
Did you feel that you had the power? The fight went all the way, to the 12 rounds. In terms of your punching power, was it still there? Because we know that on a good day, that left can do damage.
Yeah, my power was there, Quinn, but, unfortunately, you can't knock everybody out. I had him hurt a lot of times. If you saw the fight, he was hurt. But he's a very good counter puncher. He was trying to time me with his own left hook, and he's got a big left hook and a right hand. I had to be more, but also defensive. So keeping him on the back foot without making mistakes. So I just wanted to pick him off. And yes, there's times when I hurt him, but I didn't want to overcommit because he was wanting me to overcommit. And that's all his knockouts, all his 26 knockouts came from opponents overcommitting and getting countered. So I had to be calculated.
So when you look back at the fight, was there at any point that you felt that you were on the back foot because you were almost, taking the fight to him? Was there at any point that you felt on the back foot or maybe hurt that you felt that he was overpowering you?
Not necessarily overpowering me. I think he did try to push the pace in the 12th round when I said I'm coming out in the 12th round to just keep it tidy, keep it clean, I've got the victory. I felt like I was ahead on the scorecards. Just boxed my way to a victory now because, in the 12th round, you don't want to make unnecessary mistakes. He came after me in the 12th round, so I had to be more defensive. But that was the only real part. Otherwise, I took the pressure and the pace to him because part of my game plan was putting him on the back foot because if you notice all his fights and all his knockouts, it was him coming forward. When he lost once, it was him going back. So he doesn't like fighting on the back foot, so that's what I had to do and take it to him.
And I guess with the WBC, it helps in that after every 4 rounds, they give you an update. I mean, after the first 4 rounds, you were slightly ahead on points. Does that help in pacing yourself, especially against a boxer that you're not too sure if he will go down? And he looked like he had a very strong chin in that fight.
I wasn't listening to the scores, to be honest. When we got after the 8th round, I think Peter said to me, it's even. You need to put the pressure up. You need to pick it up now. So that's what he told me. I don't know if it was to be tactical. I was actually going to watch back to see if we actually were even. But I knew what I had to do to win. I would have liked to have thrown a bit more punches. I think I could have. Listen, even though I took the fight to him, I believe if I threw more leather, I would have got him out there. But I was being very careful in the sense of not making unnecessary mistakes. I wanted to get this victory because we know now I got the world title fight in the Bridgerweight against a big name. And that's what I want. That was the objective last night, to get to this position.
Is that the next? Yeah, is that the next big step for you, that now you have got a shot at a legitimate, if I could put it that way, title shot?
Yeah, I think so. That's the best way to put it. This last night was a strategic move to get into this position. And now we got the world title shot because it was an eliminator. Now I'm the mandatory. So I think now it's all systems go. Last night was strategic planning to get to that next level. And not make unnecessary mistakes, if that best describes it.
And just finally, any possibility of once again trying your chance at the heavyweight?
Of course. If a heavyweight call had to come, say, there's a big fight for you, would you take it? Of course. Gwen, the heavyweight division is the glamour division. It's the division where there's the most hype. It's the most dangerous division. It's where the monetary paydays are a lot more than other divisions. So I would definitely venture down that road again. Obviously, I needed to get back to winning ways, and last night we did that. So now, let's see what offers and what opportunities come. But it's not something I'd write off. Any fight's a good fight, and I just want to put it all on the line for my fans, my supporters, and obviously my country, South Africa. I'm proudly South African, and I think if I can do this for South African boxing, it helps put South African boxing on the map where it belongs, because South Africa's got a lot of good fighters and had a lot of good fighters in the past. So I just want to keep paving the way for other young fighters.
Kevin, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us. And once again, congratulations on your win last night.